Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on live true music. Thank you for stopping by. Well, come in again, you're very welcome. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Aussie band Gang of Youths, and through this song Magnolia, we looked at the value, in fact the importance of friends, particularly when things aren't going so well. So I trust you found that one encouraging. Well, we're going from there to Tempe, Arizona in 1987. At the start, we had Doug Hopkins on lead guitar and the principal songwriter, Robin Wilson on guitar. He would eventually become the lead vocalist for the band called the Gin Blossoms we're talking about today. Jesse Valenzuela, rhythm guitar and backing vocals. Bill Lean on bass. Phil Rhodes on drums. And these guys, there's just something about these guys. They have, as I said, pretty and compelling pop hooks and sing-along lyrics. You know, you just want to get into the Gin Blossoms whenever they sing, because even though they're pop, there's a bit of edge to these guys as well, and it enables them to be a pretty compelling act, and pretty big in the scheme of things, actually. So out in 1989, they released an independent release, Dusted. Now, this actually included the song Hey Jealousy, which was the breakthrough hit for these guys. But when these guys got signed, they actually released New Miserable Experience, which was, I suppose, their second album, but first studio release. And in 1992, and Hey Jealousy was put on that album as well. Now, the thing about jealousy, hey, jealousy, you know, jealousy, it is a thing. Are you jealous? No, I'm not jealous. But deep down, you know what? You are. And you're thinking, oh, why am I so jealous for? This person must actually mean something to me. And so it's good to actually call these things out sometimes and say, hey, look, you know, jealousy is a thing. And this is why I'm feeling jealous. Be open about it as opposed to trying to hide it away. So we've got a live version of Hey Jealousy from 1994. This was a pretty massive song for the Gin Blossoms. Went to number 4 on the Billboard rock charts. Now, it was around this time that things were getting a bit tricky for Doug in particular. Life was getting a bit of a challenge, and he was resorting to all sorts of things to be able to get through it. Anyway, life did catch up with him, and unfortunately he did leave us in 1993. The band had just kind of said, look, we're really sorry, we've got to let you go. It's getting too much of a challenge for us. We're always going to give credit to you for your songs though, because it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have got our record deal. But yeah, things were getting a bit of a challenge, and Doug actually did leave the world in 1993. Bit of a sad day, that one, I'm thinking, because we had a pretty amazing songwriter here. In 1995, there was a bit of a single, Till I Hear From You. There's something like, you know, I can hear it from everybody else, but till I hear it from you, I'm not going to believe it. So that's a pretty good attitude to take. So we got the official clip on that one. And by the way, I'm just referring to the clips as we go. 1996, another breakthrough album, Congratulations, I'm Sorry. There's something about that album title there. It's almost like, okay, you win. I'm going to say sorry, but congratulations. Doesn't sound very sincere, this particular album title, but you know what? Human beings and relationship with particular can be a bit of a challenge. That came out in 1996, and that probably brought out the Gin Blossom biggest hit, and that is Follow You Down. This song was also featured on How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, that had Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. This song went to number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100s, so a pretty important and significant song for the Gin Blossoms. I suppose it's this song I just want to focus on a little bit more. The chorus goes, everywhere you go, I'll follow you down, but not that far. I think there's something here about the way relationships are, and the thing is that both people need to be putting in and giving to it, because if one person is just hanging out and the other person's doing all the work, that's not going to work. So I think it's quite good to say, I'll follow you down, like I'll give you all I can, but you know, I'm not going to go that far. There's got to be a little bit coming back the other way, or else it's going to be a bit of a challenge. I think it's really important also that we have guidelines in our head about what is too far. We may not know where that line is until we cross it, but you know, it's good to know that, hey, you know, there's patience and grace being extended on both sides. That's all we can hope for, really, and then see where it goes after that. We then got, so we got an official clip and a live version of that one. It's always good to get a live version of their iconic songs in there. After this, the Gin Blossoms actually did do a number of TV performances. They got on all of the major chat shows, so these guys are absolutely massive when they were around. They did break up in 1997, but as in the case with most bands, they did reform in 2001. They've kind of been going ever since. Between 1989 and 2018, 6 studio albums, 1 live album, 4 compilation albums, 2 video albums, 2 EPs, 15 singles, 7 soundtrack albums. Estimated these guys have sold around 5 million albums. So, in the scheme of things, seems relatively successful. And behind those 5 million albums, you've got a stack of fans who just love these guys. You know, we've got to love Robin's vocals. Just the whole band just really is so tight and together. And, you know, and they just really know how to pull off these songs. Follow You Down is an amazing song. And to be able to pull this one off live is pretty cool. So, as I've already said, the links to all of those songs are in the description below. And I've also included my last video from Gang of Youths. So if you want to recap on them, feel free. Well, if you come back for another one, if this is your first time to Live Reflections to Music, thank you to everyone for coming back or getting here for the first time. Trust has been encouraging as always. Well, that's it for today. Next time we're going to get on to Chumbawamba, and you'll be thinking, who are they? Well, I get knocked down, but I get up again. Remember that song? That's where we're headed next time. So until then,